Hey, welcome to this video. If you're arrived here, you're probably searching for a review of Upfluence. So I'll go over how it works. I'll give you my 2 cents, whether I think it's a good use of your time. And if you'd like my free training on the number one simplest, fastest way to earn a full-time income from home, you can click that link below. You'll see my email opt-in page. And on your best email, I could send you my free training if you want. Upfluence, let's dive in. So what it is, basically, it's an influencer network. And what an influencer network is, it's well, an influencer, first of all, is someone who is on social media, like Instagram or Twitter or YouTube, any social media platform you can think of, and each of these individuals might have 10,000 followers or 50,000 or 500,000 or millions. And as a business owner or someone who is looking to sell something, you could come to these networks like Upfluence, find the right influencer for your particular niche, and negotiate a price with them and get the influencer to promote your product. Now, Upfluence is just one of many, many influencer networks. That's important to realize. So if you Google top influencer networks, you could find a page like this. I mean, this page alone has 54 different networks you can check out. Upfluence is just one of these. There's many, many. So don't think there's not enough traffic out there. There's plenty of traffic. Traffic meaning eyeball. How you get eyeballs, visitors to see your stuff, and each of these is slightly different. They'll specialize in different things. One of these might specialize in for example, Bribe might specialize in Instagram or Twitter. Usually they'll specialize in one or two. Upfluence basically specializes in everything. They're quite broad or quite general. That's one thing that makes them unique. And now, if you are interested in Upfluence, the sign-up process is pretty straightforward. You just click on Get Started. You'll need to submit your details, and then you'll need to book a discovery call with one of their sales reps so they can make sure you have enough money, essentially. And because their services are not cheap, and they have 3 packages or memberships. So you can see if you're just one person, like a solopreneur or a small business, I'd probably start with growth. And if you're a large, like an agency, maybe scale or enterprise, the main difference being the size, number of seats, and also it looks like there's no PayPal integration with the growth. So, which is interesting. I thought that would include it, but it doesn't. So to pay the influencer, you wouldn't. If you just got the growth, you would need to pay them off the platform, which maybe is a bit of a headache, but that's just how it is. So now. And then once you're logged in, you've chosen a membership, you'll get an account manager to kind of help and guide you, and also probably try and upsell you, frankly. Now, some people have complained they felt like they were locked into a 12-month contract or a 6-month contract. That's probably the number one complaint if you come to Capterra. So be careful. You don't want to get locked into a contract that that you're not ready to uphold. So don't feel pressured into in falling into that trap. But so yeah, I would prefer them to actually be more transparent with the pricing, but they want you to book a call with them, which tells you it's not going to be cheap. But there's lots and lots of features in Upfluence, even with a basic membership. The main feature is it'll allow you to find influencers. And so you'd conduct a search, like a Google search almost, and this is what it will look like on the blue, based on different variables. So you can type in keywords, language, location, age bracket. You can also filter by social media platforms and whether the influencer has an email address, their level of engagement, their number of followers. So you'd input all this data, and Upfluence would spit out a list of influencers for you. And then you could kind of narrow them down to your liking. So kind of add them to your personal list or discard them. And if you click on an influencer's profile, it would look like this. Now, this is the free Chrome extension I installed, and you can install it as well. But this is what it's going to look like in your Upfluence on your main dashboard. Now, this Chrome extension is limited. I only have 8 of 10 profiles remaining today, but this is what it will look like. It'll give you the level of engagement, how much engagement there is over time. Also, and this is just a random influencer I found on Instagram, by the way, and a suggested price. So if I want to contact this influencer and I'm willing to pay them $1,500 for my campaign, but they come back and they say, no, I want $10,000. Maybe that's not someone you want to do business with, just as an example. And you can see where their audience is from. So it's kind of cool. And also, and you can also email these influencers in your Upfluence dashboard. Within the dashboard, you tell them what you want them to say in the promotion. So maybe you want them to say, like, hey, here's my friend Bob, here's his weight loss product or something. I'm sure you could come up with something better. If you're selling a weight loss product and your name is Bob, you can also, and then you would also send the influencer your link, the link to whatever page you're trying to promote. In addition to that, you can also track your campaign's performance in Upfluence if you want. It's getting quite advanced. So you can track, how many clicks you're getting, how many leads you're generating, number of sales, how much money you're earning, how much you're spending, that type of thing. A couple last points is, and that's kind of how it works in a nutshell. A couple last points I want to mention, or tips I'll leave you with. With any influencer marketing you're doing, whether you're on Upfluence or one of these other networks, congruency is key here. Meaning, if you're selling a weight loss product, but you find an influencer on Upfluence, say, who is a fashionista, they're in the fashion niche, then there's no point in promoting your weight loss product to their audience because there's a mismatch, and they won't be interested in what you're selling. So most likely. A second point is Pareto's principle, also known as the 80-20 rule. 20% of the stuff you try is going to get 80% of the results. 80% of the stuff is going to get 20% results. So in other words, don't ditch a strategy just because it didn't work the first time. You need to do a lot of testing before you can find that gold and discard all the garbage. So don't completely. So maybe your first campaign on Upfluence didn't work as well as you were hoping. That doesn't mean you should necessarily ditch Upfluence, or maybe Upfluence in general isn't working for you. That doesn't mean you should ditch influencer marketing. Maybe you need to find another influencer. Maybe you need to go to one of these other platforms. So that's important to keep in mind with any marketing you're doing. Pareto's principle, 80-20 rule. 20% of the stuff is going to get you 80% of the results. That's kind of it. So I hope you enjoyed this review of Upfluence. But look, maybe you're here, because you're just looking for a way to earn money online. Maybe you're a solopreneur. Maybe you're one person who's looking to grow an online business so you can earn, a full-time income or a very nice side income. If that's the case, what I suggest is click the link below. You'll see my email opt-in page. Enter your best email. I can send you my free training if you want. It'll explain the fastest and simplest way to earn a full-time income from home that I know of, at least. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this review of Upfluence. I hope to see you on the other side of that link, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.